What's going on? It's your boy Miguel, and I'm back at you with another video. We're going to talk about some marketing stuff, but we got something slightly different going on. As you can see, I got the homie SplashMan in the video, getting ready to talk about some amazing knowledge, impart that wisdom on you. But first, go ahead and introduce yourself. Maybe tell a little bit about what it is that you do, what you're most experienced in, and where your knowledge mainly lies, basically.
So, SplashMan, that's not my legal name in America. Only in Canada it is. But yeah, so I do a lot of e-commerce. Dropshipping is what I started out with. More focusing on influencer marketing and Facebook ads, but then recently started going towards email marketing when it comes to dropshipping and e-commerce, because I realized that a lot of people were not doing it. And yeah, that's just what I've been specializing in, just learning more about it, learning from different mentors. And now I'm just working on a couple of e-commerce projects, and I also have an email marketing agency myself, working on some couple personal brand stuff and some other things that I can't expose yet. So yeah, that's basically me. If you guys do want to follow me, I'm gonna plug myself right now at SplashManPB on Instagram.
It'll also be in the link in the description and in the comment section as well. Sure. Can you explain what e-commerce is in the most general way possible?
Selling stuff online, literally, that's it. Like if you sell something on eBay, that's e-commerce. So Amazon, e-commerce. Like the biggest company right now, or the richest man at least, is Jeff Bezos, and that's because e-commerce is booming. Companies like Toys R Us are going out of business. I think Best Buy is going to go out of business in 3 to 4 years. They're more, e-commerce is really a booming, an industry. More people are going online, or even like brick and mortar stores, they're having online side of things. But yeah, that's e-commerce, selling stuff online. And yeah, selling stuff online. I can't say that one more.
All right, cool. Selling stuff online. All right. So even though we had you break that down, I'm pretty sure anyone watching this, for the most part, the main thing, like as far as ease of barrier to entry when it comes to getting on into this whole like making money online space, e-commerce like Shopify, dropshipping seems to be the main thing people go to.
Yeah.
So what would you say are maybe like your top 3 things that people need to be thinking about when they're starting a Shopify, dropshipping, any sort of e-com store?
So if I want to begin with anything, I just want to say that dropshipping is a very simple thing to do. It's simple, but it's not easy. So, people, when it does come to dropshipping, people overcomplicate a lot of things. But at the end of the day, the 2 things that matters are the product and the ad. And a lot of people, they overcomplicate the design of their website, how this looks, or this random metric or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a winning product and you're not putting that product in front of the right people, you're not going to make any sales. So I would just focus on that. But when it comes to 3 tips, it will definitely be look towards dropshipping as something you also use to build your skills. So that's how I learned Facebook ads, email marketing, influencers ads. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking that skills that I learned and using it towards different industries, or using a spin-off to create my own business. But yeah, that's one of them. Learn those skills: Facebook ads, email marketing, influencer marketing. The second tip would be always be doing research. So whether it be on your target market, whether it be on your product research, right? Always be researching your stuff. So when I first started, what I actually did was, one of my first stores, it was profitable on the first day, and that's because I did so much research on the target market. Also because I was the target market, so it made it easier for me to do the product research or the target research, right? But at the end of the day, that's what it all comes down to, is you doing research. Is more of the research part of things rather than the technical, you switching a metric on Facebook or blah blah blah, right? So you got to always read data and do product research. And if I would say the last thing, it would be really to treat it like a business, because a lot of people, they see it as a get rich quick scheme. And it can happen, like you can make money on the first day, like I have done before, but there's no way you're gonna get rich just with that mindset. You got to treat it like an actual business. You got to invest money into it. A lot of people, they go, oh, I spent $500, I didn't make a sale. I was like, all right, cool, man. Like a lot of people don't become profitable in a long time. Like it took me a while to become profitable. And even just like, you got to look at it in a way where it's like, hey, it's a business. Even though I'm investing in it, even though I might not be getting returns in revenue or sales, I'm still learning things. So that's some of the things that it comes down to.
That's interesting that you ended that on mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, so for you personally, you're known in this space for email marketing specifically.
Yeah.
what is it about email marketing that's so powerful, like specifically? Because someone may hear email marketing, they'll just be like, okay, do I just blast out a random email to the list? Or is there any specific tactic or strategies that people should be implementing for their online stores or any other marketing things that they're doing?
So email marketing, the reason it's so powerful is because the sales you make from it, or the things, the extra revenue you make from it, it's at no ad cost, because you've already used Facebook or Instagram to acquire that customer's emails, right? So it's just reoccurring. You get what's called more sales in the back end from reoccurring customers, which is pretty dope. Not only that, it's a tool to build relationship with your customers. So you don't always want to be promoting, because you're kind of ruining the relationship like that. But you want to be making sure that you use that tactic right there to give them value, build relationship, just nurture them, so they're more likely to buy from you again. If done correctly, email marketing can bring anywhere from 25 to like 30% of your actual total revenue. It can be higher and it can be lower, but if it's done correctly, it can definitely be higher than 30%.
Yeah. That's crazy that you said like 25 to 30%, because I've heard you describe it this way, and you're the first person I've ever heard call it this. You called it free money. You said email marketing and retargeting ads are free money, because you've already spent the money to get the lead. All you have to do is remarket to those people that you've already paid for, and then the sales start coming in. It's similar to like an upsell, where like you've already spent the money to get that sell. And then you just add on to it and then bring in more revenue from the customer that you've already got it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's like, and even with email marketing, that's what you do, right? You use it to upsell people on stuff, or cross sell, or offer them bundles, like all that good stuff. So that's when it comes down to, like as I said, free money, because there's no ad cost. Only thing there is the product cost, and that's just extra money that's in your pocket that you would not have had if you didn't utilize that.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. So you're an expert in Shopify, all that stuff in general. Is there any other tips that you would like to add? Any other like pieces of knowledge that you felt like should have been said throughout this interview?
When it comes to Shopify or dropshipping, I think I said most of the part. Is just that I think the big thing is the mindset part of things. So realizing that it's simple, there's low barrier to entry, but especially now that it's become a little more saturated, you got to be a little more creative and really be one of the top people to really be good at Facebook or Instagram, and really be always doing research. So it all comes down to research, and when I say research, product goes in it and Facebook ads go in it, because you make effective Facebook ads by doing your research and reading the data that you get from the Facebook ads, right? So if I were to say one thing, it would really be research and test. I forgot to mention that, but always test, because there's no way in hell that your first product is going to be a winner. It's highly unlikely. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's very highly unlikely that it is. So I would always test. I would always do my research, and I always go off data instead of the emotional thing. So a lot of times you might be like, oh, this product should work because I think it's cool, but if the market doesn't think it's cool, you're screwed. And I've had a business partner or friends that said, hey, this is amazing, but it didn't work, and something that we didn't expect to worked, because the market decides what works and what doesn't, not you.
Yeah, that was a very good point. That's a perfect way to end this off.
Yeah.
Once again, this is SplashMan. Me and him are actually working in the same agency, and we also both work at Bro Labs. So you're most likely going to be seeing him a lot more soon. We're actually going to be living together for like the next month. So definitely a lot more collabs coming. So definitely like, comment, subscribe. Let us know anything that you may want to see. And yeah, man, thanks for coming on.
Always, man.
Peace.